I'm Tinny from Mini Bowl Design, and today we're going to find out who won the bid on the M5, item 20. Okay, we'll get that out of the way first before I forget it. At my age, that's a possibility. And the winner is, no address, so I don't know where he's from, Theodore Andrews. So, Theodore, I will send you an email telling you what address to send the PayPal payment to, and we'll get that right out to you tomorrow. Cool beans. M5. Okay, that takes care of that. Now, I found Snow Peak 600 cup, and my 5x23 almost fits, but not quite. So that's a crapshoot on the 5x23 and the 9 use in a Snow Peak 600. Okay, where am I going from here? Hang with me a minute, gang. This is the goodie cup. Next thing I'm going to do is bid off another stove. This will be item 21, and it's a used, very little, maybe been lit 4 or 5 times. Used M3. Doesn't come with a nipple cap, but it does come with a carry case. So item 21, and you can send your bids to Tinny at minibowldesign.com. Cool beans. So send your bids in and we'll bid off the M3 tomorrow. Now, I got an email from somebody who was just getting into backpacking and was asking about the M stoves. Now, that can be a good thing and a bad thing. It can be a bad thing because they can have a million questions I'm going to have to answer, but because they're not familiar and haven't got the mindset that the rest of us have, sometimes they come up with ideas that are unique, refreshing, and useful. So this person asked me if I could put a set of legs on an M5 like the M6 to give it a bigger stance. And yes, I will do that for him. Now, the problem that arises here is this is the original M5 with the fairly large holes in it. And I can put legs in this. They'll only be able to go in maybe 3/16 to 1/4 of an inch, and I think they'll be all right. But after looking that over and seeing that, I think when they're gone and I go to the next batch, I'm going to make these holes a little smaller, which gives me much more room for legs. And I think I am going to drill them and add another 3 legs to them so you can have pot stand legs as well as the outrigger legs. Which is kind of opening up Pandora's box, because then you could put 12 centimeter legs on the top, which would be different than the M6 legs because the base is bigger. So, do I want to do all that, or people just want to buy an M6 and get it over with? Let me know what you think. I slept in the traveler hammock with the Yeti underquilt last night, and slept quite good. Not as good as the night before, but I still slept quite well. So I'm still trying to get used to that. And then today I was out in the new factory, which I haven't moved in yet because there's so much ice out there, but we'll get to it eventually. And I was out there, I built up a fire and warmed it up out there, which doesn't take much because it's very well insulated. And I set up a target at the end of it and went back by the stove and sat there with my target pistol, target shooting off the bench and freehand, freestanding, and that was fun. Now, a gentleman asked me, and I believe he was from Australia, and he wanted to know, this is a little off topic, but you know how that works. He wanted to know how many foot-pounds of energy my pistol developed, because he said, if I've got this right, in Australia, they are limited to 6 foot-pounds. That's all a pistol can develop to be legal. They have some pretty strict gun laws there, evidently. I didn't know that. So I went in and found a calculator for mine, and I put in the weight of the projectile, the pellet, and the feet per second, and it gave me a foot-pounds of 4.6. He said at 6 foot-pounds they would have a hard time doing what I'm doing, but two things. One is I'm up high shooting downhill, so I'm actually shooting the pellet downhill faster than it would naturally fall, so the trajectory is pretty flat. So that's probably the reason why. If I was shooting flat to flat, I probably wouldn't be able to do it. And the second thing I found out is that if Australia has a law that a pellet gun can't be developed more than 6 foot-pounds, see if I can get this straight, I'd assume that nobody in Australia has a .22 caliber pellet gun, because mine's 177 caliber, and it would be pretty easy to stay under the 6 with a fairly good-sized pellet. But when you get up into .22 pellets, which are a lot heavier, if you get any muzzle velocity up with them to speak of, they go right over the 6 right away. You can get like 15 foot-pounds with a .22 pellet traveling 1,000 feet per second. So that was kind of interesting. So I guess probably, I'm guessing, and let me know if I'm wrong, they don't have any .22 caliber pellet guns in Australia. This is just cool stuff. I like this kind of stuff. Very interesting, and thanks for the question and the comment. And thanks for the idea on the M5s, which I will probably implement. So I think that's everything for this video. I will be bidding off some more stuff. The M3 on item 21 next, but I have a couple other items I'll be bidding off that are kind of cool. So I'm Tinny from Mini Bull Design. Get out and hike, take a friend, enjoy the great outdoors, and more important than anything, leave no trace, and try to have a really great day. Bye-bye.